I'm at Griffith Park. Check this out. This place is huge, but each section, there's like 10 miles of park in one park. More than that probably. So it's like I had to look around where to park. I went to see a caseworker to try and get me housing. I'm tired of saying these intros, but whatever. I'm Angelo. I've been homeless for 7 months now. 1 month in LA. And in Virginia before that. I'm in my nerd goth outfit just because I don't want the sun to beat down on me too much. There's no sugar in this. So I went to a sort of like a homeless assistance place. It's not a shelter. I had an appointment with the caseworker. Caseworker couldn't do crap for me. Not the caseworker's fault. Hey, this person cared, but there are no resources. There are virtually no resources for homeless people. Even if I went to a shelter and signed up with them, I wouldn't have to stay at the shelter because I wouldn't want to. Shelters can be stressful. I would have to work with them, like be connected to them for, it looks like a few months maybe, and try and save up money, which I can't do at this rate. Who knows, it may change. And then they would try, as any housing became available with like Section 8, which is like government, assistance, they'll pay part of your rent or something. Special low-income housing that like the landlords have relationships with the government where they accept people who have these like vouchers to help pay the rent. I would be waiting months. And in the meantime, I'm better off just working, just trying to make money. But it sucks, it's horrible. There just are not resources for homeless people. And even if I got, if I wanted to bother with all this stuff, which I'm not going to do. I don't know why I'm out of breath just walking. I jogged like a mile and a half yesterday on the treadmill. Gotta switch hands, I'm tired. My arm's tired. I feel bad I didn't get up early enough to exercise today. So even if I did all that, the priority they put, and this part it's good. It's very understandable why they do it, but they wouldn't give priority to me. They would give priority to people who have been homeless much longer than me, who are disabled, all that stuff. That's good. Hey, I'm all for that. They should. But that means that's not the fault of, caseworkers and stuff. That's policy. That's a problem of we have so much influence from rich people who are too materially invested in keeping things the way they are so they can keep a ton of money, so they can buy up housing and kick out low-income tenants and turn it into high-income housing. Basically, like, try and make as big a difference possible between rich and poor. So it sucks. There's nothing. It's not worth it. Basically, I was in this caseworker's office and she said, "Do you want to look on Craigslist for rooms?" And she seemed willing to look right then. It's like, I can't even afford any of that. And again, she was being nice. Like, it's just that her hands were tied. She couldn't do much. This is not about her. You give people like her a system that empowers them to give housing to homeless people. And there were such nice people in the shelter that this is cool. I'll just keep walking. I feel bad I didn't do my upper body exercise this morning. And at the temporary aid shelter, they give out lunch. Man, that lunch has a bunch of junk food in it. I don't go for that, so I got this from there, sugar-free, carbonated water, lime flavor. I gave away some stuff to the other homeless people outside because, I don't eat this stuff. Chips, cookies, soda. I did indulge with some gummies they gave me in 2 little yogurt drinks, which I'm sure had a ton of sugar in them. So now I'm gonna hike a little bit, exercise. And then I got somewhere to go about a possible video I'm working on. So It sucks. There's just nothing. There's no resources for homeless people, or virtually none. Because all this time and effort I'd be putting into this search, I could have been at the gym this morning instead of doing that. And I could have been on my way to just plan on doing other stuff today that I needed to do. I got a ton of cards yesterday and emails from people, filmmakers, all kinds of people. Watch that video. Hey, that is cool. That app that this guy Ben made, it's called Available. What it is, it's like this, it's like almost like a network for scheduling. So you can have hundreds of people in your network. You pick a day, it'll show you who's available. So it's great, like if you're a filmmaker like me, and if you want to look up, I want to shoot something a certain day, I want to see what sound operators that I know are available. If they're plugged into this thing, oh my goodness, a little dangerous side. If you're I'm reading the sign. It's far out. I'm not going to show it on camera because I don't know what it's about. It's a handmade sign. But if you're like looking for people, like if I need a sound person a certain day, I'll put in the date, and rather than text a bunch of people or email them or whatever, I'll just put that in, see who's available, and then narrow down my list to those people and contact them. It was awesome seeing him use it. It's free. We got to get the word out on this thing. There should be way more people using this. So much simpler. On one short film I directed years ago, I literally had a person, I gave him my phone and I said, here, there's too many contacts, just put all the contacts into my phone, and because I was doing other stuff and then I was going to text everybody the location for the shoot. Rather than do all that, everybody should have been on the app. So that was really cool what he showed me, Ben. It's called Available. But I met a ton of people. I wonder if I met more. I got a lot of free swag. That was so cool. I got bags. I got stuff I didn't show on video because after the one I went to, the first one, the Tiffin Open House, there was another event where I met even more people, got a ton of cards. Looks like we got some new Angelo's Mom fans because I was wearing the Angelo's Mom shirt. And I'm going to follow up with everyone today. With this sign, is this real? What is this? This is so weird because the English on it is not good. But it's well drawn. It is so weird. I don't know if this is a joke or what. It says it's a warning about somebody who goes to this park and has a crude drawing almost like Beavis and Butthead, and it says things like, he loved to hide in bush to pops onto you, yells wahoo. But hide in is spelled wrong. Pops is incorrect. Look a lot, and a lot is spelled as one word, even though it should be two. Like he come from Burbank, have Lockheed look. I'm not good, but what is this? I don't know what that is. So I met a ton of people. Oh, there's some caves or something. I should have a selfie stick, shouldn't I? So I'm going to follow up with a bunch of people. I got some new contacts out of that. That's great. But man, it's just so horrible. It just makes me realize there's so much work to do with this whole system. Really what I wanted to tell the caseworker is we got to change the whole system. Because there's no reason you should have to go through all that just to be approved for housing. That's how rich people want it, who want a sense of superiority and like the feeling that poor people cannot live with dignity and cannot live with the amount of comfort that they have. They like that. They must like it. They unconsciously, subconsciously they must get used to it, to where they know, Oh man, is hiking gonna wear me out again? They know that, like, they can look at poor people and say, well, that's where you belong in life. You're not gonna have a car like me, you're not gonna have a house like me. Oh, cool. Side of the old Los Angeles Zoo. Why am I so out of breath? I'm not that out of breath, but I am a little bit. My heart's good, it's my lungs. I gotta switch hands. I can wipe down my phone afterwards, it's getting sticky. So yeah, even I can't complain about the food for lunch, because I did have a nice salad from there, but I should have told them. I didn't know what was in that bag. I would have been like, I don't eat ham sandwiches. It was in there, man. I have despised ham sandwiches all my life. Ever since my mom gave them to me every day when I was like in kindergarten, I just despised them so much. They're the crappiest, the worst texture, the worst taste. And that's what I got, a ham and cheese sandwich. I don't want any of that. I had enough red meat yesterday. At that Tiffin open house, they had In-N-Out burgers. I had a free burger. I never eat that. So I have to work out. Come on, let's go hiking. But there's not much help for homeless people. You know, like, even with supposedly all the money and resources, it just doesn't amount to much when there's so much demand for housing and there's so few openings, and in the meantime you gotta wait. So it's like, I'm better off just making a bunch of money and trying to change the system entirely. There's no reason it should be like this. They should have free housing. We have the money. Rich people want to drive up cost of living, they can afford to pay for it. Tax the rich. But it's not just about money. We can do so many more things, like zone for affordable housing. We can, have co-ops. We got to have tenant protections. Should have better affordable or free public transportation. What are those kids yelling from? We should be able to let people live in dignity. This really is an old zoo. See the cages on my left. So that narrows down that. At least, I gotta switch hands. I had to go see, I had to try. I learned something else. I didn't realize Canada, California, and I think New York is one too. But California is one of the few states where you can bring in cans and bottles and recycle them and get 5 cents on them. And if it's over 24 ounces, I think you get 10 cents. So, you know, that's a lot. I was thinking about, I saw a bag of plastic bottles at Planet Fitness. I was thinking about just taking that and walking out with it, or just asking them. But I bet they were going to recycle it anyway, so I didn't want to do that. But it's good to know. I mean, even though it wouldn't, 100 bottles would be $5. So if I need $5, find a place with a ton of bottles. Hey, this is nice. It's good to know this location's here. I kind of didn't want to drive out here, and I do have somewhere to go right after this. And then I got a bunch of emails to send, and I realized emails really don't take that long to send. I thought I was going to blind carbon copy a bunch of people the other day. No, I sent them all out individually so I could put each person's name in there. Got a few replies. Just, you know, people saying, offering help. One person, or just said, you know, we'll let you know, or here's some resources, here's another group to go to. One person said they'd subscribe to my channel. This thing I'm going to later today, I talked my way into it, of shooting a video that, if it all happens, we'll see. At least you're finding out here, like, what it's like to do this stuff. It'll go on my channel, and that'll be really cool. And there is, well, anyways, it would be a cool partnership to have. So we'll see. But I got time, so I can just relax, and wish I worked out this morning, but it's okay. I got up too late. I was messing around. Oh, crap. I should have mentioned this at the front of the video. I'll put it in a comment, I guess. I talked to a reporter today. He wanted to know about people who live in their cars and how they ended up living in their cars and what's it like. He's looking for more people to talk to for a story he's doing. So if you live in your car, or if you have lived in your car before, email me at flyingovertroutam@gmail.com or message me on Twitter or Facebook, and I'll get you in contact with this reporter. Because he's looking for more people for this story. Oh, man, my arm getting tired. I need a shoulder mount for this camera. Phone, I mean. So again, just message me and I'll let you know how to get in contact with him, because he needs more people to talk to. Am I alone? Sorry. Try not to do that. So at least, doing all this stuff, it narrows down my options of, what can I do? What kind of help should I get? Even before, when I was in Virginia applying for jobs, I just going through that process, and then getting that one last job I had with that racist guy, I realized, okay, I never want to work a job outside of film again. Not worth it. So my option now is really try and get everyone else out of homelessness and prevent it, and really piss off those rich people who want a sense of superiority over others, want to see that immigrants are working service jobs and they're not paid well and they can't live with dignity and they have to work 2 to 3 jobs sometimes and have long commutes. They want to see that. They want to see their valet treated like a servant. They want to treat them poorly. They want to see the wedding catering. They don't want to treat them like human. That's what I meant to say. So I want to piss them off by saying, hey, guess what? They're not going to be so desperate for your work for you, because they're going to have resources that they're not going to need to get by, working for you and serving your food and letting you treat them like crap. So get over it, rich people. This is a much easier hike. I should have live streamed here the other day instead of going to that trail. But that was good too. I can't regret that, because that was a good location to keep in mind for other stuff. All right, I gotta switch hands again. Oh, I'm at the end of the trail. See, what an easy trail. It's like saying, that's it, that's enough. You hiked enough. How do people get their cars in here? Other side. There's a lot of park rangers and stuff out here too. Oh, we'll go down a little trail. Yeah, I should have mentioned it at the top of the video. If you live in your car, damn it, man, because people might not stick around to this point in the video. I'll put it in a comment. Again, if you live in your car, let me know if you want to talk to a reporter about it. Because I think it's really good that stories are getting out about this too, to show people this is happening all around you. It's only going to get worse. So you got to support solutions, which means putting people in housing. All this stuff of, well, you can stay in a shelter, you can get a voucher for a motel, you can get bagged food, food pantries. It's not going to deal with the problem, let alone medical issues. Where in the heck am I going? I don't want to go this way. This is an easy trail to walk. Much easier than the other one. I just don't want to go too far from where I have to go to get back. I want to see if this goes in a different direction. This leads nowhere. Yeah. I'm not walking through there. This is a cool place. Hey, I should bring my mom out here. Because they have the zoo here as well. Ooh, my mom visits. So, no relief for homeless Angelo or houseless Angelo. I prefer houseless somehow. I don't know. Whoa! My only option is, make work, get work, put other people to work. Hey, I'd like to put other homeless people to work. Not put them to work, get them work if they want it. Because I've already met people out here who've said they used to live in cars too. And I'm always surprised by that because you don't expect it. You don't know. You can't tell by looking at someone. So I gotta keep switching hands. But oh, that swag was so cool. Oh, I should have worn a hat. Damn it, I forgot. I want to protect my face from the sun. I got hats last night, including one from Ben for the Available app, and it says A, so people see that and they might think, I don't know what they'll think, I work for Apple. No, but that was really cool. If you have any need for that app, it's free. Just look up Available. Don't type in Available app. It's on iPhone and Android. So I'm out here trying to help other people too. I want to make money that way. And then I'll piss off all you rich people by getting all those people you hate, you can't stand, poor people, immigrants, brown and black people, and get them the material comfort, the medical care that they deserve. And you'll be like, no, damn it, I earned it. It's disrespect to everybody who screwed over other poor and black and brown people to make their money. If you're gonna let them have, safe housing, good transportation, medical care, without them having to work as hard as I did or whatever, get the stupid point you have to make about how really your money makes you more valuable than someone. Nope, now you're gonna have to live with the fact that people get the same comforts and the same dignity that you do. Only you have no dignity if you're not supporting these causes as well. Or at least don't impede those causes. It's a nice place. This would be a good spot to hang out at. I had no idea it was here. You all are in agreement, right? We got to change how homelessness is treated. It's not, an infirmity. It's not a weakness. It's not a sickness on the part of people who are homeless. It's a problem of people who are powerful, who know they could put people in housing if they wanted to. They don't want to. We have millionaire landlords here who are not happy with how much money they make. They want to make even more. So they'll do things to push people out of their homes, evict them, turn off their utilities, intimidate them, harass them into leaving. And there are good people who are dealing with this. LA Tenants Union, go check them out. They will go out, which is what I was doing the other day. I put the video on Twitter. They will go to, oh cool, a little trail here, to the addresses of people who are being harassed or unfairly evicted by landlords, and go and protest those landlords and call for boycotts of them if they have businesses. Like this one I was at, they opened a is this safe? I don't know. They opened a restaurant where this family's home was. They bought it, pretended they were going to be the landlord, and through this loophole in the law, there's nothing here. Loophole in the law which allows you to evict people if you're going to convert housing into something else. So they bought it and then said, and then went, oh, we don't want to be landlords, actually. We want to have a restaurant here, which was the plan all along. So they can afford a really nice restaurant. I saw it. It's very, sleek and elegant. And if they need a hotel, they can stay at a hotel. But the people they're kicking out, they have nowhere to go. And they don't give a damn. Those people who are doing predatory practices like that, they should pay. They should be boycotted. They should be shamed. They should be known, and there should be more people calling attention to what they do. Embarrass them. The owner of that restaurant, he didn't even have the courage to be out there to deal with us. Doesn't he want good relations with the community? If he's a good businessman, isn't he proud of what he was doing? Wouldn't he want to say, no, actually, putting a family out on the street, it's good. It's actually really good for the neighborhood. Greedy. I don't want to say what he is. He doesn't deserve a name. But LA Tenants Union, they're cool about doing that. We need more people there. More people in these groups to show, oh, this is a totally bad route to go for you greedy landlords. Actually, let's not do this. Let's be ethical. Because if you're so proud of what you're doing, why hide it? That guy should have been out there saying what he does is great. He should have put it on the menu next to the Wi-Fi password. By the way, I kick out families who have been here 22 years and who has a child with autism. Should be proud of it, right? People be like, oh, that's actually really good business practice. I want to eat here. No. He obviously understands on some level that it's wrong, or he probably doesn't understand it's wrong. He knows other people think it's wrong. I doubt he cares about a poor family, Hispanic family, that unless they have money to offer him or something, and not that they could have bought their way out of the situation, but basically he doesn't care about you unless you're rich, unless you have money to give him. So articles like the one I was talking to this reporter about, that's good. We should have more of. It's just so bizarre that it's this dystopian fascist world where, there's upper class and lower class. Where the hell do I go? Oh, there's the old LA Zoo. So I'm going the right way. Back to my car. This is nice. Although my hands are burning up in the sun a little bit, I worry about that. But what do you think? My mom should come out here, right? That'd be really cool. And we could go to the, there's like parks and stuff, and there, I don't know what you can do at the, like other places where there's like features and stuff to go interact with, or I don't know. There's a zoo and a golf course, but she's not gonna play golf. Maybe mini golf, that'd be funny. She has no coordination. And I do talk to my mom a lot. She's glad about what I'm doing. So I think one day I could move my parents out here if I make enough money and I make it affordable for everyone else to live out here. Check it out. Mountains. Montañas. Oh, the bathroom's closed. Getting a little sweaty too. I do have to find a bathroom. There's stairs here. Lots of trash cans. And we don't have parks like this in Virginia. Well, okay, we do. We do in many ways. Lots of places, because Virginia is a big state. But Northern Virginia, kind of. Great Falls, but whatever. Not my thing. There are a lot of parks there. I don't know. I really don't know many of this stuff. Actually, I didn't even know about that one I went to with Moist Andy. So maybe there are parks like this there. Forget I said anything. What the hell do I know? Every park is different. Gotta find a bathroom. Walking 30 minutes? I might have walked almost a mile by now. That's good. What the heck? Van's driving up here. Man, go van. Trying not to cuss. Where'd my car go? In the corner? Yeah, around the corner. No bathroom? And my car's over there. Anyways, alright, you gotta look around. Or you all got a look around what I have here. So forget the homeless resources, whatever. Forget Section 8. It's too much hassle. And all that time, I could be doing my own stuff, making money. And in the meantime, too, I can call attention to these issues and try to make it easier for other people to get housing instead of having to rot and wait months and months for vouchers to come through, for housing to open up. Meanwhile, the situation's only getting more dire because more of this housing is being taken away so that landlords can redevelop it for high-income people, high-income tenants. So it's a shameful situation. We should call attention to that. We should change it. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.